for Weather Center. We are closing out the second day of March, and what a beautiful day it's been. Certainly feeling more like spring. Live look now across Pine Island Sound from Tarpon Lodge, located on Pine Island. Overall, it's going to be another beautiful sunset right around 6:29. Hopefully you can take a look outside. Overall, conditions pretty quiet across the Sunshine State, but not for the rest of our friends across the south. So from the southeast stretching back to Texas, where some severe weather watches are currently in effect, this area of low pressure will gradually be working its way eastward, and in so doing it will be dragging through a little cold front for us over the weekend. But in terms of big changes, a big cool down just not in the mix. But what we can expect is as that system gets a bit closer, our winds will begin to increase tomorrow. So that's going to be my biggest concern heading into tomorrow morning. First, let's kick things off around 9 in the morning. Even at that point, this is why we're not going to fog tomorrow morning, because we're going to be dealing with the breezy conditions. So even as early as 8 to 9 o'clock, we'll start to see those gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour, increasing more so right around lunchtime. At that point, we're going to be dealing with gusts possibly 35 to 37 miles per hour. So boaters, absolutely keep that in mind. Very choppy conditions obviously expected, but also any outdoor plans you might have right around midday could be impacted by these rather gusty conditions. Your evening won't be quite as windy, but still breezy. We can still see some gusts 15 to 22 miles per hour right here around 6 o'clock. But honestly, that's our biggest hiccup heading into your Friday. Looking ahead to Saturday, winds will be in the mix, but not nearly as bad as tomorrow. So for your Saturday, we'll have some gusts around 20 miles per hour. Now, because of that flow being onshore, those strong winds blowing directly onshore, unfortunately, that will keep alert levels of red tide across coastal Sarasota County, coastal Charlotte, as well as coastal Lee. So we are expecting moderate to high concentrations of red tide along Sanibel's coastline, and same story from Bonita Beach southward. Dealing with those alert levels, same story across Marco Island. And again, because those winds are going to be picking up so early in the day, typically we see a little bit of a respite in the morning. Not the case tomorrow, though, because it will be so windy from the get-go. So tomorrow, dealing with that onshore flow and unfortunately dealing with these alert levels across our entire coastline. Other than that, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll start things off with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Breezy conditions, of course, picking up big time, especially right around lunch. That's when the strongest winds will be affecting southwest Florida. Later in the evening, those winds taper off just a bit, but still, it will stay quite windy indeed. Looking ahead to your weekend, things are fairly quiet. And tomorrow, 86 degrees. Similar over the weekend. We'll have that little front come through. You might not even notice it. We'll hit a high of 85 on Sunday. Partly cloudy skies. 20% rain chance as that little front comes in Saturday into Sunday. Could see a few afternoon and evening storms for your Monday.
Living